Good morning. This is Scott with Second and 01 Canine Life Coaching. So I'm watching Hunter right past you guys. He's not paying attention. He's circling around. He hasn't gone to his normal potty spots. He's foaming, so we're not going to have a long interaction, but he just literally did a figure 8 around certain trees that he usually plays or seeks comfort in. Now he's going poo. But he's going poo a lot closer, so I'm kind of worried about Hunter today. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you. Thank you, Barney. Thank you, Wiley. Something I just want to discuss today. You highly influence your dog's behavior. You highly influence your dog's emotional states. How you handle stress also shows how your dog's going to handle stress with you. Ready? Hunter, which one do you want? Or Wiley? Hunter, which one? You want that one? Barney? Oh, sorry, I stepped in your leash. Good job. So that means there's research studies on this. Look at how human stress affects pet dogs. If you're an anxious person, your dog has a greater chance of developing anxiety. If you don't handle stressful situations very well, guess what? Your dog's going to do the same thing. Dogs are huge on social learning. Thank you, Barney. If they're huge on social learning, they're influenced by us. If you're the one that makes them feel safe by getting them all their basic needs, getting them all their attention, all that kind of stuff, why wouldn't they pick up on our behaviors? Why wouldn't they pick up on our anxiety? Why wouldn't they pick up on our emotional states? If you don't get comfort or you don't look for comfort and you're always trying to solve things on your own, dogs mimic. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Barney. Thank you. If you don't show the right amount of affection to a dog, they're not going to seek you. Good boy, Hunter. Good boy. Hunter, can you find it? You did find it. Good boy. Can I have it? Thank you. If you don't want to communicate with your dog, remember, dogs kind of mirror owners. And we're starting to test more of that. There's attachment theory research. There's stress in humans and dogs, how humans influence dogs' stress. Dogs don't have the prefrontal cortex like we do for all that cognitive thinking. They can, and there's research to show that they do, but not to the extent that we do. And it's always easier when they have a friend to help them. Huh, Barney? Wiley, can I have it? Can I get you? Can I get you? That's what he wants. Can I get you? Can I get you? So think about that. How much do you actually influence your dog's behavior? And especially out in public. If your dog's always in a constant state of stress, and you're always in a constant state of stress because of it, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna be more stressful. This is not the one I gave you. Hunter. Thank you, Wiley. Thank you, Barney. So think about your stress levels when handling your dog. Humans need to de-stress as well. Humans need to understand that the emotional systems affect our behaviors as well. So when you're actually focusing on trying to hold in your stress till vacation or the weekend or going out with your friends, think about that. Cuddling, comfort, is a huge part of one of the emotional systems. It's called care, the motherly instinct. Hunter, where's your toy? Where'd your ball go? I'm out. Play. Scientifically, play, the opposite of depression is play. The opposite of play is not work. It's depression. Isolation, chronic stress, get back. Not letting yourself release naturally the way your emotional systems in your brain was designed can lead to depression, can lead to anxiety. And most anxieties isn't antisocial behavior, it's you actually trying to seek somebody that you trust to help you with the situation. Panic distress. That's why it's higher on the evolutionary scale of emotions. Emotional systems work with people, not just dogs. It's in every mammal. Ready? Thank you, Hunter. You just did that to get my attention. All right. We're gonna end this soon. I have to go get my tennis balls and I have to go get him water. How he's digging in the mud for water. All right, last one, and then we're gonna cuddle. I got you, Hunter. Thank you, Barney. What are you doing? Hunter, I got you. Yeah. I got you. Thank you, Wiley. Can I have it? Thank you. That's it. Hunter, you ready to get some water? Yeah? Alright. So this is Scott with Second and No One Canine Life Coaching. You can join me for a second. I'm going to find my other tennis balls. So I want you to think about that. If we influence our dog's behavior, and there's research saying that we actually make pet dogs more anxious and more stressed, what are we doing to help them undo that stress? Decompression, being left alone, or actually getting with them, comforting them, taking care of their needs, taking care of their emotional needs. Do you have somebody to help you with that too? All these emotional systems work together. That's my whole point and my whole goal. To tell you that these emotional systems that I discussed with dogs, not only, I'm sorry, I'm getting covered in mud, not only are in dogs, but they're in people as well. They're in every mammal. They're in dogs, they're in people. So think about that. The same emotional systems that are in animals are in you as well. Go potty, Wiley. You ready, Hunter? All right, last one. And then we're gonna go get some water because Hunter needs water before he acts out. You ready, Barney? I just want to make this quick video. I know Hunter was stressed, but I needed him to understand he can turn to us and I will look for him. I mean, we're out in the woods. The car is not far from here. They walk it every single day. Pick one. Now they're all dirty. There you go. Ready, Hunter? Wah-ha. So while I'm out here helping them de-stress, watching them play, the ones that want to comfort, that releases oxytocins in me as well. That's why dogs are great companions. They do great service dog work for psychiatric illnesses. It's not always you have to, yes, you have to train a service dog to do a task related to your disability. It's federal law. But why do you think we a lot of us trainers like to use your dog for your work? Because you have that connection, that bond. I go get you. If you have that connection, that bond with your dog, you're more than likely to seek your dog out and not just try and make them do the tasks that's related to your disability. Dogs rely on us for communication to get their needs met. If they don't, they're going to learn to do it their own way. A lot of times we don't like it. Those same emotional systems, we suppress them in ourselves. We don't get to go out and go play. That's why you hear, let dogs be dogs, let kids be kids, let old people be old people. I don't want to be an adult today. What is adulting? A lot of responsibilities. Got to take care of this. That's chronic stress. Robert Sapolsky talks about chronic stress and how it's killing our generation and people faster. And it's true. That leads to mental illnesses. Mental illnesses lead to your body debilitating faster. We need to reduce that stress. Chronic stress is only supposed to be for animals, fight or flight, for about 3 minutes, while you run either fighting to fight to get rid of that threat or run away to safety. Everything else, the body's supposed to be able to do, brain's supposed to be able to do on its own to help the body survive. And it works together. So please think about that. If you're in stress, how can you reduce some of that stress? Even if you can't reduce the stress, like get rid of the stress, how can you make yourself feel better? I actually found a guy, Paul Inman. He's a shaman. He helps me over the phone. I just couldn't handle my stress anymore. He let me lay out on my bed. I called him and he helped me feel better. The stress was still there, but I'll tell you what, for 3 days, it was worth it. Hunter, whoa. Play is very important for de-stressing. So is venting. But what you got to do afterwards, you can't just vent and focus on the negativity. You got to vent and then play. Rah. Play helps build bonding. Rah. You missed it. You missed it. If it helps build bonding, it helps problem solving and de-stressing. I keep finding glass over here. So this is Scott with Second and 01 Canine Life Coaching. Remember, those emotional systems are for you too. How are you going to de-stress and not keep stressing yourself out? Do you wait till the weekend? You're building it up until then. With dogs, we want to help them through to build more well-being, more emotionally well-being dogs. Resilience. Help them be able to handle stress better. If they can't, they know they can turn to us. We do it with kids. We got to do it with ourselves. We got to find that safe person or that safe place for us to feel better. Vents. I mean, there's safe rooms now where you can go and throw plates, paintball shops. If that's your kind of thing, you see a lot of people that do it out of anger and they end up feeling better. And then they kind of do it more for fun. Hatchet throwing. Yeah, you could take some of that frustrations out. You're allowed to do that. You don't have to be happy and positive all the time. We have emotional systems for a reason. It helps us survive. It helps us feel safe. We just don't need to stay negative and stay in the negative emotional states. Why do you think hatchet rooms and safe rooms, all these other things are fun? Because it puts you in a stressful situation and you guys work it out together to get rid of that stress. It's connection, it's social neuroscience, it's affective neuroscience. It's all behaviorism, it all works together. I'm out. This is Scott with Second and 01 Canine Life Coaching. I gotta go play with my dog so I can de-stress in the moment. So I love working with dogs. I'm not stuck behind a desk. I can get out and enjoy and play for a little bit, rest, go back and work and play. Have a great day.